Hello and welcome to question 12 of this June 2018 GCSE calculator paper. We're given a selection of graphs, graph A, B, C and D with different shapes on them. And the question, the graphs of y against x represent 4 different types of proportionality. Match each type of proportionality in the table to the correct graph. So the first one, y is directly proportional to x. There's no power other than 1, obviously, which is never shown. So x to the power 1, constant proportionality, so there will be no curve, and it's directly proportional, so it will be going left to right in an upwards type way. So that would be graph B. Next, y is directly proportional to x squared. Now remember, on the xy axis, x squared looks like this parabola here. Well, all these graphs only give us the positive y and the positive x parts, so we can ignore the negative x parts and the negative y parts. Which one does this look like? Well, it looks like D. So there's the answer there. Y is directly proportional to the square root of x. This one, I can't give you much more advice other than just remember it looks like that shape. Alternatively, we've narrowed it down to these last two. So y is inversely proportional to x. Remember that y is proportional to 1 over anything, means it's inversely proportional. An inverse relationship goes left to right in a downward way. So we know that would be graph C due to this downward sloping left to right. Which means that that was graph A. This is one that I've always just remembered. You can think of it as, x can be 0, so we know that it will be at x equals 0, y equals 0, and it is a direct relationship because there's no 1 over x, so we know it will increase as it goes left to right. But I think it's easier just to remember this shape. It's not too difficult to remember, and also it kind of looks a bit like, if I just change the colour here, this shape of the graph, this down, up, and like that, looks kind of like our square root. So that might be one way to remember it. Graph C, we know x can never be 0 because we can never divide by 0. That never makes any sense. And as x gets bigger, y will get smaller, because if we divide by a bigger number on the bottom, y will get smaller. And alternatively, as x is less than 1 and gets smaller, y will get bigger and bigger as we divide by a smaller number. So there's the answer, B, D, A, C. I hope this makes sense. I hope I've explained it clearly enough. If I haven't, please just leave a comment down below. I'll remake the video or I'll just answer your question in the comments. Thank you very much for watching and keep up the hard work.